Gather around, Island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I cannot stop raving about drowsy eye masks. I have been a sleep mask connoisseur for as long as I can remember, and I have never met a more luxe eye mask than Drowsy. Drowsy eye masks block 100% of sleep-interrupting light. Slip into the Drowsy sleep cocoon and pill your eyes with the purest padded silk, perfect for protecting your skin and hair. Unlike your average sleep mask, Drowsy's double lining and fluffy cloud padding blocks even the tiniest ray of light. This way you're ready to wake up feeling refreshed. Get some shut-eye with Drowsy eye masks. Go to us.drowsysleepco.com/firepitchat and use promo code firepitchat for 10% off your perfect sleep. That's us.drowsy.drowsysleepco.com/firepitchat and use code firepitchat for 10% off your perfect sleep. And honestly, I'm obsessed with that Drowsy eye mask.
And you use yours so much that it looks mangled by like a lion.
Yeah, if I showed you what it looked like right now, it's shameful. Like I am ashamed, but I just like I use that thing to the death. Like I am a tosser and a turner, so it's just like it's a lot of friction. So I need the silk to protect from wrinkles.
That's hysterical. I really don't know how you sleep with anything on your head, but it is light as a feather, so
it is light, and I just like it because, or else like I smush my face on the side and I can feel the wrinkles, the crow's feet. But the silk, it just smooths it over.
Okay, this episode gave us a lot.
This episode was juicy.
Yeah, it was really good. And someone tweeted, like, is this day 4 or day 40? Like, these girls are acting as if it's not the 4th day of Love Island.
No, these girls have lost their marbles. They are rattled. Like, they are all Mitch at this point. Like, no one can keep it together. It's honestly, like, it's really embarrassing for them. Like, I do feel bad for them. Like, they all look like idiots. Like, except for, honestly, Jess.
Exactly. Like Jess is like, yeah, no, it's we're all open. It's early days. And I cannot handle the question, where's your head or
your head at?
Where's your head at? Or are you open? It's like, it's the 4th day. If anybody is not open, that's a red flag.
If anybody is closed off after day 4, then they're a serial killer. Like, that is just not even normal in the real world. Like, it's not normal anywhere. I don't understand. Like, really, though, logically, do these girls think who they're coupled up with right now is, like, their forever person that they're going to be coupled up with until the end of the season? Like, have they ever watched Love Island before?
There was, like, one comment. I don't know if I misunderstood, but someone was asking Joey if he wants to find like a wife and kids here, and he was like, not on Love Island. And I don't know if I misunderstood.
Oh.
Or if he was like, not here. I don't know if it was in like the boys' room. But first of all, Joey gave me a major ick this episode because of his shoes and jeans. Did you see that?
The blue sandals.
I hated them.
Like, at first I was like, okay, are they Birkenstocks? No, they're not. I think they're like Hermes, maybe. Like, I don't know. I think they're fancy, but they're hideous. Yeah. They're hideous, and not the vibe, not with that outfit, not the time, not the place. Just no. I don't like Joey's like vibe, like his outfits, his style. I don't like. It doesn't.
Yeah,
do
I
agree.
For me. I agree completely. Like, he just needs to walk those shoes to the front door and throw them out, because that is hideous. And when a guy like doesn't dress good, like, no, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out, because you can like help, but
totally.
I don't know. I hated that. So speaking of Joey and Samantha, yikes to Samantha.
Samantha played it. She was like the picture perfect example of what you should not do under any circumstances. She made herself look so silly when literally the man was blindfolded. She kissed everyone's man. Like, it's a plot. Like, we all know it's just a little game Love Island's playing with us. Like, we don't have to take it so seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she was like giving him the cold shoulder before he was even pulled by Uma. So I just feel
because
like
he was like, I thought, oh, because someone asked, I think he's just trying to be with everybody. He's not trying to be with her. So he made a comment saying, yeah, that was good. And she was like,
oh, you're right.
Yes,
he walked right over to her and he said, I had a nice little kiss.
Exactly. Like that was an idiot.
That was not the smartest move.
But she is giving me, it gives me this feeling of like when you're in high school and you text a guy like a paragraph and they don't answer you, so you keep texting paragraphs and it's like you can't stop sending fucking paragraphs. Totally. And you're done. You were done after the first paragraph. You have now made yourself look insane, and she is just going down a rabbit hole. She can't stop. It's like she physically cannot stop doing like the wrong thing, because even to the, I don't like how she was kind of shady to the girl. The girl, first of all, I love Uma.
Me too.
What good vibes is she?
Mm-hmm.
But her like stank face when she's sitting there in the daybed, she just, I guess, cannot hide her feelings, which I respect.
Totally.
But like, I probably would actually be her. For sure, actually.
But like, you wouldn't get that worked up about like she's crying on the daybeds.
Another thing is with Mimi crying too, I feel like it was adrenaline. They must have like hyped this whole lineup up. Like, I feel like they were all like high on adrenaline, and when you're like trying to say something and you can't help but cry, like, you know, when you're like angry and you're like, you angry cry, you're like, I'm not crying because I'm sad, I'm mad. I hate that, dude. I hate that so much, and I feel like that was what was happening with Mimi.
Yeah, I actually feel like that is relatable, the like frustrated cry rather than an upset cry. And I think that's why Mimi kept being like, I just don't want people to like ask me about it, because then I'm starting to cry. But if like no one asks me about it, I'm cool. But like the way Samantha acted with the crying, then with like getting mad about people, then with like in bed not giving Joey Essex like writing him off. I'm like, you like Joey Essex this much, like you know this much about Joey Essex to like him this much that this is how you're gonna act? Because not even like, oh, a girl should act a certain way so as to not turn off the guy, but I'm just like, are you like, you're really this into Joey Essex that you're gonna like cry over this guy? I just don't know. Like they're getting something warped in their head, I feel like.
Part of me is like, is she trying to be the girl who changes Joey Essex? You know what I mean?
Right. Probably.
Because she is losing him as fast as she, quote unquote, got him. It is insane. They've shared one kiss, and also it's like I feel like you can act like that in a 5-year relationship.
Yeah.
Where
like,
you act pissed and you're waiting for him to come over. But this dude, and honestly, Ciaran was not wrong to say that. Imagine what would happen in a week.
But really though, like these girls, they're coupled up, but they are acting like they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Like it's so crazy. Like you guys haven't even had one guy bombshell in yet.
I know.
Well, except for Joey Essex, but he was night one. But I'm just saying. Okay, so we've only had one bombshell of each sex, and it's like this much pandemonium. It's crazy. And I do think Ciaran was right in saying like, maybe have a talk with her, because she's taking it like very seriously, because she was.
I know. And like the next day when he's trying to apologize, it's like, girl, you care so much. Your argument didn't even make sense because you even stormed off angry. So you are mad. You're mad.
And she wouldn't let him finish a sentence. He's like, I'm sorry if I hurt you. She's like, I'm not mad. I'm like, that's very unconvincing. Like you are.
Exactly.
Your words are not matching your tone or actions.
I know, it's crazy. But she woke up still pissed too. Like in the dressing room, when she was getting ready for the morning, it was like she was just already decided her to be pissed that day.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would a guy want to grovel for you? That's not attractive.
At all. It's not. If a guy was acting that way about a girl, it would be the biggest ick in the world. Like, roles reversed.
No. A girl would crawl after him, though.
But no, that's love bombing. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they're literally just talking. And honestly, like, the way Mimi handled it, like, she was upset. Like, she was, like, frazzled. Mm-hmm. But when her and Ao had a conversation about it, she kept her cool. Like, she was like, I am going to give him this space to get to know her. But I don't like it. Like, that's a healthier, less delusional way to view it.
I agree. And also, Uma and us got called out for saying Ao and it's Io.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot about that. Io.
But
then they're always saying like Ao. So it confused me.
I know. And I chalked it up to our accents. But anyway, I really like Uma. I wish she pulled someone other than Joey. Joey is giving me just girls who are trying to get a story with Joey. No one's actually interested except for Samantha, who I think wants to be the one and only for Joey.
And also I think Samantha, like losing Joey is a lot more than losing someone in Love Island because he has like followers, fame. So it's like if she's dating Joey Essex, like she knows she's gonna get more followers, get more, like it's gonna help her career after because they're all gonna be influencers. Like, let's be real. So like she has a little bit, I think she feels like more at stake losing Joey Essex because like she could ride his coattails a little bit. Like, honestly.
Well, this ain't the way to do it, girl.
No, but she has been saying she's jealous since the beginning.
I don't know, girl. It's not a cute look.
No. It's a horrible look. It's embarrassing.
It's kind of done. I don't think he's gonna he's not gonna crawl with his tail between his legs after you. No, I just don't understand your end game.
I think he's gonna be like nice to her, string her along a tiny little bit, and like act like he feels bad because he's like has media training probably and he knows how to act. But I think like he is 100% done with her.
Yeah. And so Uma and him, why did she always keep calling him JoJo?
It was grossing me out. JoJo, like, how you say? But she was like she was trying to make fetch happen. She was like, JoJo, how you feeling, JoJo? Oh my God, JoJo. I'm like, okay, enough with the JoJo. His name is Joey English. Just kidding. That was on purpose.
That was funny. But anyway, I really like her. I think she's a really good vibe. She's a really good bombshell. Mm-hmm. And not in like I'm gonna steal your man on purpose bombshell, but I'm gonna accidentally do it.
Yeah, like she's still nice, still girl's girl. It's not like so obvious she's thirsting for the drama. She's just like, oops, I stepped in it, you know?
Exactly. But I did respect that she was a girl's girl and kept the secret with Harriett and didn't say that to Nicole.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't her place. It was a smart way to go about it. But she also told Nicole, like, because I do think it's obvious after the kiss that Ciaran was feeling Nicole more. But again, he kept doing his like whiplash thing where he was like giving it to both girls. But like even himself in the confessional, he was like, I felt guilty. And I think that shows me that I'm more into Nicole and like making her the coffee and stuff like that. So I think it was good that Uma told her that part, but didn't like drop the bomb on her. Because it would have been causing so much drama if she was like, oh, they kissed.
Right. And after Harriett said not to, which Harriett should have told Nicole. Like, has she never seen Love Island?
But also, did Harriett pull Nicole for that chat?
No.
It was Nicole that pulled Harriett?
Because I'm pretty sure Uma was like, you should talk to Nicole. Because Uma wanted Harriett to tell Nicole.
But then, so Harriett pulled Nicole. Like, Harriett went over to Nicole.
Nicole pulled Harriett after Uma and Nicole had that chat.
Okay, got it. But yeah, that would have been the perfect time for Harriet. Like, they were literally comparing notes, and it was weird that, like, Nicole did put it all out on the table, then Harriet just kept that little tidbit to herself, which obviously it's going to come out. And also, what's the point of that? Like, you weren't trying to spare her feelings.
That's what I'm saying. If you're both confused, wouldn't you say, oh, yeah, I had a little kiss last night, so that's why this morning is really confusing of why I didn't get a coffee and you did.
Exactly. And it kind of like, oh, I can't believe he was telling you he wished he could kiss you last night because then he went back into the bed and kissed me.
First of all, I just feel like, one, Harriet, like, I don't get your thing. I will never get your thing. I just don't understand you physically. And I think Ciaran is just probably the youngest guy there and having a little fun, and there's a hot girl next to him in bed. Mm-hmm. But she wears these, I'll try not to mention the eyelashes every episode, but they are driving me nuts, dude. And I lurked her Instagram and they're in every photo. So I don't know if these are like extensions.
I think they're extensions.
They're so thick.
But it's also such a bad idea to get extensions before Love Island, because what are you going to do when they start falling off one by one?
Yeah, because they take your lashes with them.
Right. Like, she is just going to be a naked mole rat like 4 weeks in.
She might look better.
No, for sure she will.
No, her face was made for the camera, though. Like, for her Instagram pictures.
Right. No, that's what she gets ready in the mirror and checks herself by taking a selfie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, so what do you think about Io and Uma? I really feel like they vibe.
Yeah, I think as soon as he saw her, he was like, this is my lady.
Yeah. His menu.
Full
his course, whatever the hell he kept saying.
Wait, you know what they said tonight that I'm like, what does that mean? Is they said something about Ciaran, and they're like, with Ciaran, I don't give a Scooby, or like I can't give a Scooby, or something Scooby. Did you hear
I don't
that?
know.
No. It was Io that said it. So I'm just like, what does that mean? But yeah, I think Io is super into I almost said emu. Io's into Uma.
Yeah.
And he is like trying to politely, I think, wean himself off of Mimi.
Yeah, I do think Io and Uma both culturally come from the same place. I really felt they are a good vibe together. And the more I see him with Mimi, I'm not getting it. I think a bombshell will walk in. And as Mimi said, when a new bombshell walks in, you'll feel it. And I think that is what's going to happen next.
But I think what he'll feel is relief. Because then he can go after Uma.
That's true. She's so pretty.
Gorge.
Wowza.
Gorge. Simply stunning.
And she was saying how she never had a relationship, and Joey's like, why? You're gorgeous. It's like, it was by choice.
Yeah, I hate
she's
when
smart.
guys say that. Yeah.
It's like, why? You're good looking. It's like, no, I didn't have a problem getting a guy.
Right.
I didn't settle for you weasels.
Yeah, exactly. I hate when guys say that. They're like, wow, you seem like a nice girl. It's like, no, I am. It's you're the problem.
Exactly. And I'm not a nice girl. Okay, so what else are we talking about? I also don't like when people, I hate when people ask, where's your head at? Why are we wasting our convos on where's your head at and are you open?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we get to know each other?
Exactly. Everyone's conversation is just about like all the happenings in the villa, but no one's exactly like, that's my thing. So what is there to like about these people? We're not seeing any conversations where anyone is even getting to know the other person. Like, all they're talking about is the villa and who else is in the villa.
I guess we only get an hour of 24 hours, and that's what we want to see.
And a lot of people, yeah.
We would be like, we don't give a fuck about your grandma, Susie.
100%. No, if it was like actual personal conversations, I'm like, I don't care about your favorite color. Yeah.
Exactly. And then the night of the lineup where they all kissed each other, or the bombshell came and kissed, Joey never came and got Samantha for a talk. But when I was seeing Nicole and Ciaran have a talk, in the background, like, Joey and Samantha were talking. And I don't know if it was they were editing the Ciaran and Nicole talk to be like after the kiss, but really it was before. That's interesting. Because why wouldn't they show the talk between Joey and Samantha? I don't know. I thought that was weird.
That is interesting. And I feel like they didn't talk that night, because then they showed a clip of the girls being like, is he going to come over? Is he going to come over? And Joey said that he's hiding. So
yeah,
that was interesting.
Like, he's not trying to get bitched at. Like, no guy, like, even boyfriends or husbands, they're not gonna voluntarily sacrifice themselves.
Oh my God, why? Absolutely not.
Why would he go over to get slaughtered?
Exactly.
Makes no sense. The fact that Sam is not here for Sean to just be there eating snacks, he drives. I can't even look at him on the screen.
No, he doesn't say anything. He just, like, giggles.
He's just, like, there.
He's just there hanging with the guys. Like, he has no business being there.
He's on a lad's holiday.
He's got to leave soon. Like, there's no way we're keeping him around.
Yeah. I'm not even interested in a girl he'll like.
No, I genuinely do not care about that.
So then I guess it ends on the drama between Harriet and Nicole. I thought it was at night, but it was the daytime, right?
Yeah, and by the pool. So essentially, Nicole just found out by Ciaran that him and Harriet kissed the night before, which I thought was smart of him to go to her directly and tell her. But Nicole gets really upset about it, which I understand. I think she was, like, really upset. Like, she was, like, having one of those cries where it's like, you can't continue. But I think it's also, like, she probably feels embarrassed. Like, you know what I mean? Because she was kind of throwing herself at him the night before.
I think she has been playing it safe in being respectful to Harriet, and Harriet kind of doesn't give a shit. I really don't get Harriet. I know I said this, but, like, I don't understand her. I don't know what she's even into. Like, she just, like, she's like, I kissed him, so why would I tell her? What do you mean?
Right, like, I don't know, because it was just like, there's no point to not tell Nicole, because it's like, even Ciaran said that he initiated the kiss, so why not just be like, Ciaran kissed me last night?
Exactly. It's so weird.
Is weird.
She an airhead? Or is she smart?
I think she might be the one that's not the girl's girl.
Yeah, for sure. We've already seen her do 2 different things.
In 4 days.
Yeah, and, like, these are the girls that you're, like, closest to in the villa.
Exactly. So I wouldn't want to see what she does to her worst enemy. And also we didn't talk about that Uma and Ronnie know each other.
It sounded like an office party makeout.
Yeah, but she works at a bar.
Right, I feel like it was his office party or something.
Oh.
Because, well, she named or it was an event. Like, she named it. Oh. And he knew it by naming it.
Okay, I was wondering what that lost me. I was like, oh, maybe it's like a British thing. I don't know. Like, I thought it was like, oh, remember what were you doing for the Super Bowl last year? Like, I thought it was one of those.
Oh.
But it makes more sense that it would be for, like, an event.
No, yeah. Yeah.
And, oh, yeah, because he was, like, for the final. He's, like, a rugby player. So, yeah, I think that's probably what it was. It was, like, some kind of, like, event. And, so I guess they kissed, like, maybe neither of them remember it, but it's, like, I don't know, they were drunk. I don't know. Interesting, though. I guess they don't really know each other, but they're just, like, had met before?
Yeah, and it seems like Uma doesn't usually go for guys like Io. it seems like Ronnie might be her type.
That's interesting. I guess if your type is Ronnie, then I think you would also be attracted to Joey Essex.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. But definitely Io, like he zoomed in on her for sure.
Io has like 0 game.
Yeah. Who has the best game in this villa right now?
Joey.
Yeah. I would say
He's
like Ronnie.
Ronnie. They're smooth talkers.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely not any of the other ones.
No. No, bless him. Kieran's like, what the hell are you even doing? You should get a game plan going.
No, Ciaran is just a lost puppy in there, dude. He's just a horned up little pup.
Yeah, he's lucky he's good looking because that's like all he has for him.
100%.
But he could be like a Kai this season.
Yeah, like he could turn it around. Like he could really realize he likes one of these girls and then just kind of turn it around. But I think he's gonna be like, I think every bombshell that walks in, and he's gonna be distracted. He's a little puppy. He's gonna be like, oh my god, a new toy.
I don't think any of these couples are the end result. I think bombshells are coming in, and this is not gonna look like I don't think one of these couples are gonna be together.
Like day one couples are like relatively rare usually. It's not usually the end of the seasons, all the day one couples. That's been a trend these last few seasons. Right. But before that, that's not really how Love Island worked. Like I would be like, oh my god, I can't even imagine them as a couple, and they were couple day one. That's what I'm used to. You know what I mean? And that's what I like. But it's like I feel like in the recent seasons, people know how to play the game a little bit more, and they just kind of stick with what's safe. So I appreciate a little mix up. I think we should go back to that.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually excited to like see some more bombshells.
So far, so good this season, though. This season is not disappointing so far. It's not boring me so far. Like, I'm liking it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, because we're watching like girls like kind of mentally fall apart.
It's like, you like what you can relate to. It's like, that's how I feel.
Right. It's like watching a freaking car crash. You can't look away. Like, that's what we're watching. No, you can't look away. But Jess was the coolest chick. Would you be mad if Uma talks to Ronnie? No. Like, we all need to do that. A girl with her head around straight. And she looked so good. I'm obsessed with Jess.
I mean, the girls were like, oh my god, Jess looks gorgeous tonight. Yeah, I think Jess really is like that bitch.
I love a girl to compliment a girl, like, not when she's around.
It's the best.
It really is the best. Other than that, we didn't get any preview again. I hate when they do that to us.
I know. Tonight would have been such a good episode to preview last night, too. Like, I would have been thinking about it all day.
It's either like we're not going to get a preview because there's nothing actually that comes from this fight that we all think there is.
Yeah, probably.
I think we lost each other.
Are you there?
Yeah. What were you saying?
I was just agreeing with you.
Okay. Well, yeah, so I was like, I feel like either tomorrow is just going to be nothing, like they're going to squash it in the morning or in 15 minutes, and that's why we really have none. But I do think we need a bombshell, but usually they preview it with the bombshell.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a bombshell tomorrow, but I think we need a recoupling this week.
We need one more person to come in, though. A guy. We need another guy.
Right.
We lost a guy.
Right.
And
so
like,
it's
why?
Right now. Yo, so unnecessary.
I'm still pissed.
I know.
It's so unnecessary.
I know.
Well, we also remembered who we were talking about last season who got sent home, and it was Spencer.
That's who was my Sam.
Yes.
Well, do you think they'll send a girl home this week to even the scales, or they're going to bring in a bombshell?
I hope it's bring in, because I think I don't want to see a recoupling with these people.
Yeah.
The couples aren't strong enough. I need like a very hot guy to walk in and put Joey Essex in his place, to be honest.
Yeah, Joey Essex needs to be taken down a peg. Like, he needs some competition. He's walking around like nothing can touch him. Yeah.
Exactly. And no, I'm not down for that. Like, where's Adam Collard?
That's who they needed.
So perfect.
That's who they needed to shake
Third
things
time's a
up.
charm.
Truly.
I think I lost Jasmine again, but I'm going to end this episode. Thank you guys all for listening to Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi, and this is Jasmine. We appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.